Boy, howdy, I tell you all what. Had my head up my butt. Time run out on my timer, and I just started talking away. Forget to hit go live. That kind of helps. Kind of helps a lot. Yeah, I do apologize for that. I hope everybody had a great week. I've been gone a few days, but it's all good. I had to recharge my batteries. Going at it every night for a little over 6 months. I was getting burnt out, so I had to take a little break. I got her done. We're going to run to the names. D-Dog, if you want to come up, just if you've got time, just put it down there and we'll drop you a link. Professor Falcon, Carol Z. Carol Z, yes, I missed everybody too. But I had to do it for me. I was just getting burned. I couldn't sleep anymore. I couldn't function anymore. I could just tell I was just wore out. Let's see. We got Red. We got Sniper. We got James Shepard. Devil Dog. Cool Gamer. Chris Gilbert. Hello. Ann Hummer. Good to see you. GG Homestead. Willard Hall. Man, it's great to see everybody in here. I didn't know if I'd have anybody coming back after be gone so long. Ronald Hendricks. I originally was going to take off 2 weeks, and I was advised that probably wouldn't be the smartest thing to do. So, okay. So I regrouped and I'm good to go. Bruce, how you doing, bud? Sharon Mercer. Ann Hummer. If I missed anybody, I sure apologize. Like I said, I sat here talking to myself for 4 minutes and didn't even realize I didn't hit go live. So, hey, Concerned Patriot. Yeah, Concerned Patriot, I got a little bit of sleep. The first night or two, I didn't sleep real well just because I was stressed about if I was going to lose my people or not, and that come in and like to listen or hang out over here. But I got over that. Finally got some sleep. Need to work on a little more sleep, but I can curb a lot of that by not staying up so damn late. Yeah, Carol Z, everybody needs a break every once in a while. Anyway, I did make some phone calls today. I'm trying to get some people lined up to come up here. Just some of them are, I don't know, how come this time of year is so busy? Maybe it's the tax returns or filing or waiting to get back. I don't know what's going on. I can't make an excuse for everybody else. Yes, I have, Ronald, I have kept up to date with a lot of things. Not all of it, but a lot of things. I did watch some congressional news. I've watched just some of the things that's going on in the world. I haven't spent a whole lot of time because, like I said, I was focused on me. I was way behind on paperwork on my regular job. So I had to get it all caught up. It is what it is. Robert Lawrence, hello. Good to see you, bud. Meemaw Patriot. Well, thank you for that, Meemaw. I appreciate that. Now, Meemaw, are you from Alaska? Oh, yeah. Ronald, I'm doing pretty good, really. I just need a little break. I was just wore out. I did it to myself, so I have no one to blame. I shouldn't be up here complaining, and I'm not. Just letting everybody know I had to take some time off. I don't want to leave everybody hanging without letting them know. Well, thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. But anyway, Red, I think if you will go ahead, I want to do this a little different tonight. Some of these people that's in here all the time, let's go ahead and drop a link to them. We'll let it run for a little bit, see if anybody wants to come up. If not, we'll keep on moving on. I'm sure. I'm hoping somebody has something they'd like to talk about that maybe they haven't got a chance on other channels or just didn't want to. Thank you, Red. I appreciate that. Yeah, I have a feeling the next couple of days is going to be kind of challenging for me to get back in the groove of things. It's amazing how fast people forget how you get into a groove for everything every night. And it's just boom, 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 and it's just, I mean, it's like second nature. But boy, I'm telling you, you take 3 or 4 days off and not have to worry about nothing and not have to stress, and it's like that took a load off me right there. But anybody that's in the chat right now, anybody in the chat, is more than welcome to jump up here, and you don't have to show your face. I can show mine if y'all need me to, but hey, Creek, good to see you, bud. But yeah, it's I think Creek's at work right now. Cayenne, hello. Good to see you. Anyway, it's been a lot of fun. I always have a blast with y'all. You know, if I didn't, I wouldn't be here. Trust me. This stuff at times trying to keep everybody entertained and keep a somewhat intelligent conversation going can get trying at times. You know, it's easy to talk to one-on-one with people, but it's really tough when you're just, there's a difference between talking with somebody or to somebody. So it makes it very tough. Jay Fritz, hello. How are you doing, Jay? Hope everything's fine in your world. Trying to get her blood flowing. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, everybody's got to keep, you know, biggest thing, get out and get a little exercise, you know, even if just walking around the block. Or if you're out in the country, you know, walk down the section line and back. Or if you can't make it a mile, then, you know, first couple times go down so many telephone poles. And then go back, and then next time maybe 1 or 2 more. That's the biggest thing is people just got to get exercise. And trust me, I was lacking on that, and I could tell it was wearing me down. It was beating me back pretty bad. In the winter, it's really hard to do. You know, people don't want to get out in the cold unless they have to. So it makes it very tough. Uh, I was just, meanwhile, the only reason I was saying that is I thought somebody said you was from up in the Alaska area, and I apologize. I'm not saying that's where you're from. I was just thinking that because I thought I had heard that. Paula Work, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Good to see you in here with the rest of your friends. The great show me state. Okay, that works. Oh yeah, Gigi, and you are correct. We need to keep doing stuff even when we're tired. Keep moving. You know, you plant your butt in the seat, and if that's where your roots grow, then that's where you'll be found. Liz Griswold, how are you, girl? Glad to see you. TV, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. Really good to see you. It's good to see everybody in here. That's just the thing. It's everybody in here is just wonderful people. And why y'all put up with me, I don't know, but thank you very much. Always appreciated. Excuse me. Trying to read the chat, but trying to let some of these go through that. Well, I can tell you what, there's two in here that's in the chat that's well loved by everybody, and I think sure seems like it, but that's Red and Liz. Yep, you two are well loved. Well, thank you, Mima. I appreciate that. Like I said, some nights are wonderful. Some nights are just, well, I was getting to the point anymore, you know, there for a little while, right there at the end when I had to take a few days off, was it was getting tough on me just to do a show. And I didn't put much effort in it. I was in them a little quick, a little earlier than I normally do, but I just had to have a little breather. Everybody does. Uh, Christopher, he's been, last I knew, he's been kind of busy. I talked to him. Matter of fact, he called me today, and he's on his show right now. Like I said, he's well. It's just like any YouTube channel, you know. They get in when they can, when they're not busy. So I'm, you know, I'm not going to cuss anybody. Everybody's got their own. YouTube's a big place, and there's enough people to share everywhere. I know people jump back and forth, and you know, go to both, and I don't have a problem with that because I'm not here to compete. I'm not here to be. Y'all belong to me. That's a BS right out the friggin' gate. Anytime you think you own somebody, that's when you lose them. I have no intentions of trying to lose somebody over a you know, over a competition that there is no competition. Well, thank you, Sharon Whitmore. I appreciate that. Christopher Sanders, hello. Yeah, there's a lot of great people in here. Lots of great people. Like I said, tomorrow I will have the rest of my people punched in to where I can pull up some up to date information. Not that you're seeing on the everyday lamestream media. So I have to get my butt up in the morning. So that means I can't stay up late tonight because I got to get this done and get my show set up. And so I can keep y'all entertained and we can have a conversation about what all is going on. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. I mean, that hey, you're trying to show everybody a little love. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Shine Dixie. Panhandle here. Must be the panhandle of Florida. Anyway, yeah, there's all kinds of people bounce all around all channels. At one time, I was watching 6 and 8 channels at a time, and I'd be skipping through their chats, and if I liked what I seen or what I was reading, or it sounded controversial, or not towards anybody else, but like it just sounded. I'd just go check it out, and I'd bounce between all of them, but that'll wear your butt out too in a hurry. But anyway, a few little things I found I wanted to share with y'all today. Special interest groups intervene in South Dakota in the attempt to slow Kristi Noem's proposal restricting Chinese land purchases. She's trying to say no more Chinese land purchases from across seas, which that's how it should be. You shouldn't be able to live there and purchase land here. If I'm not mistaken, that should, I guess they could buy it here, but you can't go buy land there without jumping through a bunch of hoops. So I think it should be the same way in repercussion. I thought that was interesting. And Kristi Noem's fighting it. She doesn't want it no more. I mean, part of their land is already federal land. So they can't even use, South Dakota because the government thinks they own it because they call it federal park or, they label it as some kind of crap. So they think they can take it over and the governor can say, stick it up your wazoo. Ronald Hendricks, that's cool. Did he have a lot of good stuff on? I'm sure he did. Hey, Wyatt Earp, good to see you, bud. Yeah, Mountain Man, I've watched a few of his. Like I said, it's always hard for me to get over there just due to what I do. I've seen some of it. Carol C. Okay. Some Morgan silver dollars. Huh. Do you remember the year? Or did they tell you what year they was going to give you or what the precious metal stamp on it was worth? The percentage? Hey, B. How you doing, man? B, I have dropped the link a couple times. If you want to come up, I will drop it again. Okay. Liz Griswold says Mountain Man has got great information. Yeah, I caught just bits and pieces of his once or twice. Like I said, I never subbed to him because I was so busy doing all my crap. I guess I need to sub to him and catch some of his information. I mean, it's not like I can go listen to his and then come back over here and use it on mine. That would, well, that'd be redundant. Looks like Newt Gingrich is calling Biden's family the Delaware Sopranos. It said $38 a piece for them. Yeah, that'd be about right, I think. Yeah, those must be the Morgan silver dollars. $38. Shoot, I would think those would have to be pre-20s up to, I think, 29, somewhere in there. I may be wrong on that because they shut it up, and that's when they was jumping up and down. It was going to sell it for good. It wasn't. They was jumping all over with it. Alrighty. Nice. An Indian head penny dated 1854. I had one that was 1905, 01 or 05 in a ring. And it was just it might have been a silver ring. It may have been, and it wasn't real fancy, other than the Indian penny in it. And it was 1901, I do believe. And my little brother thought he had to have it worse than me, so he permanently borrowed it. So I never seen that one again. I was pretty proud of that thing. Dijon mustard, welcome. Always welcome. Sorry, I had to, I was reading something real quick. It says China's claims coronavirus cases relatively low as studies predict 36,000 deaths a day. Huh. Makes you wonder, is it really what they're saying it is? Yeah, I went to go look at my spot prices today. Matter of fact, I still can. Carol Z and all y'all that's talking about that. Hang on. Won't take me but a minute. Okay, it went down from 24. About 24.20. It went down to 23.93, but it's been doing that. It's been bouncing around there. And now it's holding. Well, mine's showing holding. The money in one thing. Oh, okay, I see what it is. That's why I was misreading it. It's actually at 24.07 right now. But then you got your spot price of which is going to be 8, 9, 10, 12, 20 bucks. It depends on what you want and what you buy. Wheezy, hello. But yeah, that's the spot price as of today at 4:55 p.m. was 24.07. They're predicting it'll go down to 23.87 by the close of the day. But that don't mean anything. Just when you invest in silver, you don't get excited. Let it ride. Because it's the only guarantee money you'll ever have. That's a guarantee. It ain't a piece of paper. It ain't somebody saying that they owe you this much money. It's Jay, I could find somebody that would give a price quotate on that. Maybe not the exact one you have, but they'll give you a general of what it's worth because depending on the wear and how much abuse it's had, that if it's in pretty damn good condition, the first thing they tell you is do not clean it. Do not clean it because a lot of people clean them incorrectly and it erodes the value. Yeah, Wyatt, that's the best place to keep. Yes, like I said, I invested in silver pretty heavy for a while, and I still trickle it in here and there. Yes, I get his emails. Carol Z, yeah, I get them for every Tuesday. So, Jay, get that. I hope that's in a plastic sleeve then. Mr. D, how are you? Yeah, it's one thing I'm big into is you got to have your solid assets. Whether it's land, gold, silver, even copper's not bad to have. I mean, it's worth. You get a pound of copper, it's worth. I don't know. Right now, it's like 3 something a pound. So if you take a pound of copper or a pound of paper, which one's going to pay you better? And copper people have used for centuries as jewelry and stuff like that. So I mean, that stuff's always going to be valuable to people that want it. It's always going to be valuable. It'll have some trade value. Now, granted, yeah, you can't eat it. So I'm not saying go spend all your money on gold, silver, and copper and palladium and platinum and all that crap. That's a pipe dream and a joke. But yeah, just to have it's worth having it. I mean, it's going to be a necessity. I feel. I really feel this will go back. It may be 2024, but it is going to go back to the gold standard. When that happens, silver's going to go with it too, especially with all these new electric cars, all these electronics they're building more and more every day. Everything's going digital. They got to have gold and silver. That's 2 of the most precious commodities there is out there when it comes to building. And they're going to keep up with technology, guys. Don't you fret. They're going to make sure that technology stays up. Whether they're the good guys or the bad guys, it won't matter. Will not matter. Gypsy Lizzie, hello. Anyway, I was trying to get a sugar and trying to get it lit. And then the link is dropped. Jeff B, or if anybody else wants to come up and visit a little bit, that's all good. I don't have a problem. We will, like I said, I was going to do something a little different tonight. It is Friday night. I do want to give everybody a chance to speak if they have something to say. If the back room gets full, then we'll try to rotate people out every 3 to 5 minutes. Now, it's not like I'm going to set a clock. It's a good conversation. I'm going to let it carry on. So I'm not going to, and I'm not here to own people. We had this discussion at the first show. Quarter maple leaf coins. I try not to buy any quarter maple, but the problem is when you get the smaller the coin, the more it's going to cost you for, if you was to buy a full maple leaf, you'd be, and you know what I'm saying, buy the full true 1 ounce. But if you buy a quarter, and then you pay the premium on the quarter plus the shipping, that's like buying a 1 soda pop can or bottle for $1.29, or a 6-pack of bottles for $3.99. If you break it down, it's cheaper to buy the 6-pack in the long run than it is the single. A lot of people, I see them go in there and spend $3 on a soda pop when, if they go over to Dollar General or a grocery store or somewhere like that, they can get the whole 6-pack. Now they just buying one because it's cold and it's right now. Well, it's the same thing when you're buying precious metals. Be very careful because you cost a lot of money and you won't ever get your money back. It's a problem. Julie, hello. Good to see you. So I'd hate to see somebody get in there and buy I know it's cheaper to buy it that way. But if you figure the cost by the time you ship it or have it shipped, if you're buying from a reputable, somebody that you can guarantee that it's pure and not some joke, then it's just as cheap to just go straight and get the whole thing. Barb Kleiman, hello. Good to see you. Frost your buns night. Yeah, Chris. But if anybody wants to come up and discuss this stuff, I can hook them up with people to talk to, or I don't know. I might be able to send somebody see if he might want to jump up for a minute. It's probably, he might. Hang on a second. I'll send him a text. Hang on. Gotta find him. Sorry, guys. Give me just a second. It's been a little bit since I texted him. We usually talk once every week or two, but I haven't talked to him in a couple weeks, so I'll see if he's got time to pop over, and if he does, I do believe I got his email. Let's see. Son, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry it's taking so long. Carol Z, long as it don't matter where they're from, whether they're from Australia, Germany, anywhere you can buy coins, as long as they're a true 999.9% troy ounce, then you really don't have a lot to worry about. There's some Canadian coins, there's some Australian coins, there's some really good coins out there. And, if you're buying from a reputable company, you're going to get good quality because they won't buy them because then it's their ass on the line. And Carol Z, the person you're buying from right now that I buy from, hey, Nikki B, good to see you. Anyway, the person you're buying from right now that I buy from, he has a storage house in Canada. One in Michigan and one in Florida now. But one of his main warehouses, there he is. Hang on, send the text. There we go. Okay, I'm going to send that to him. Yeah, I looked at. I was warned of the Carol Z. I was warned about the gold coins, that they weren't true. That's why they're so cheap. They weren't true gold. They was gold. It was gold leaf on them. It is worth a little bit of money, but not. It's more the memorabilia and something you put in your display cabinet, and not worth a whole hell of a lot. Try not to miss if he calls back. But no, I sent Andy. Hey, it's nobody, G. I sent Andy a email or a text. Asked if we had time to come up for just a few minutes and educate us a little bit. And he could probably give us what that penny's worth. You have to put it back in the check because I can't remember what year. 1854, I think he said, Indian head. I want to make sure I don't want to misquote it. But we'll see if he has time. Nikki B, would you like to come up on panel? I know you're not scared of a panel. You have your own show. You do very well from what I see. Yeah, 1854. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Yep, that's what I thought. 1854. Nikki B, Red has dropped the link. If you want to rip it up and come up, and we don't have to talk about gold and silver or any of that. I'm just talking about it because it come up in the chat and there were some questions asked, and I have a few answers, but not all of them. All right. Yeah, we can give you a minute. Not a problem. Not a problem. That'll give me just a second to go get me a Diet Coke, and I'll be right back. I hope y'all don't mind if I step away for a second. And yeah, Liz, if she's getting that ready, I'll bring it up to her. But anyway, if it's something that we want said on live air, I don't want to make no waves with anybody or anything, but like I said, but it's one of those deals. As long as everybody's respectful in here, I don't mind people coming up. As long as it's chat and everybody's respectable, it doesn't mean that I agree or what they say is right or wrong. It's just maybe that's just their opinion. Doesn't make them bad people. Everybody's got their own opinion. That's what makes us great. Diversified. But anyway, I'm going to step away and get a Diet Coke real quick so I have something to drink. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, I was trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. What's my opinion on potato papers? To be honest with you, I don't know that I've ever heard of it. And is that something they're rolling up cigarettes or something in now? I'm just, like I said, I don't even know what the hell it is. You might have to explain a little bit more, Got this dumb country hick here. Hey, Justin, good job. You got 9 followers now. Good deal. Justin, I'm going to tell you a real good place that you can get a lot more followers that follow you. And I'll help you out with this a little bit. But make sure you have something to talk about, or at least listen to the conversation before you try to jump in there. But go over to Prepping 101. He usually comes on. He'll probably be on it in about 15 to 30 minutes. He's usually got a lot of people that will help small channels out. I do the best I can, Justin, but I'm still small myself. So, it's one of those deals that he has a lot of people watch him every day he's on. And that'd be a good place to go over and start hanging out, listen to the conversations. Hey, there's welcome, Jay.
Yeah, hello, guys. How you doing, Shane?
Good, man. It's been a few days since I've seen you.
Yeah, it has. I'm all laid back in my new residence here. I haven't put everything. I'm getting settled in, but I haven't got anything on the walls or anything. I'm just laid back, relaxing right now.
So you did go ahead and move.
I moved. Still got I haven't sold my home yet, but I don't want to go in. It's long drawn out, but it should sell within the next month and a half. So.
Is that lady and that?
Okay. Her and her daughter. They're getting their things together. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. And that painting I got, I've had that for several years. I'm trying to remember where I even came across it, but it's an 1854 Indian head. I got several coins. I got an 1887 Indian head penny also. And I got several coins that I go in there and I check them and they say this could be valuable, and I go in there on Google and I check it out, and I don't never check for prices, but I check if they got any flaws on them. The ones that got flaws are usually the ones that are really worth a lot of money.
Oh, absolutely. There was a penny that sold for over $1 million. And what had happened is another penny that had dropped down right before it got stamped, the blank, had overlaid the other one. And when it got stamped, it was 2 halves. And the one that sold was only the half. And they're looking for that other half.
Yeah.
Like, so far that I know of, they haven't.
I can't remember that 1943 one penny that was worth so much money. Whatever it was, there wasn't but one produced. I don't remember the story behind it, but there wasn't but one of them produced.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know if they started milling it and they shut it down immediately, but I know there wasn't but one, and it's worth, it's in the Smithsonian now. Nobody can even touch it,
Right.
Yeah.
Hang on just a second. Nikki B, you're still more than welcome to come up. You are still more welcome to come up. I mean, we're like I said, we don't have to talk about coins or anything. We can talk about anything you want. So you're more than welcome to come up.
Matter of fact, that's not even the reason I came on. I want to I've got a story that I've been holding for years and years and years, because I know that a lot of people. Hold on. I'll be right back. My puppy's been sick all day, and
all right,
I'm having to watch him. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right. Yeah, Nikki B, don't. I'll give you just as ample time as I give anybody. Justin, give me a minute. Like I said, I was working on Nikki first. She went and jumped on her computer off her phone. So I'm waiting on her, and Jay happened to pop in. And that's about all I want on the panel at this time. And then when someone drops off, I'll I'll allow you to come up. I want to get through Jay and Nikki B first, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, I'm back. He settled down. I thought he's been sick all day, and I've been having to really watch him,
And what kind of dog was he? I can't remember.
I got a little mixed breed Chihuahuas and pugs,
Yeah,
what they
yeah,
are.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, here's my story. I know that nobody's ever done this, but I just want to tell you what happened to me when I was 24 years old. I was playing golf. I've always played golf, a lot of golf. I was
Right.
at one time I was pretty good at it. I was never as good as those people on TV, but I've won a little money and money gained and stuff. I'll put it that way. But I was playing down on our farm. Was down. I think I told you I lived in Kentucky most of my growing up years, and I was playing one day. I went and played golf at Boots Randolph Golf Course. It's right in the LBL. Nice golf course. And I went by myself that day. I usually play with three of my other buddies.
Right.
But that day I went by myself. So I tee off, and as I'm teeing off, I see these guys up a couple of holes, 2 holes in front of me, So I'm hitting the ball, and I get up there, and eventually I catch up to them. And I hit a shot. It was on a par 5, and I hit a 3-wood up, and I hit it fairly close to them. Too close. I should have waited for them. So I drive up there to apologize because I hit my ball so close to them.
Right.
And you'll never guess who it was.
Spit it out. Let's hear it.
It was Elvis Presley.
Oh, now you're pulling our legs.
No. Seriously, it was Elvis.
He played golf.
Yeah, he wasn't worth a crap, but he played.
Well, but I've been playing for years and I still suck.
Yeah, Elvis had a farm on the Tennessee-Kentucky border, and that was his place to compress from all his when he would go out on tour and stuff like that. That's where him and his group around him, they would decompress on that farm, do their whatever they did there. But he played golf, and I knew he did because I'd heard other people talking about seeing him on other courses and that course, at that. Right. And I ended up playing the last 14 holes with him, and he had another man, the other guy. I never did catch. I can't remember what his last name, but I do remember he said his name was John, but he introduced himself as a business partner. But I sure did. I played 14 holes of golf with Elvis Presley.
Wow. Janet Coleman's asking if you're from Trigg County.
I was actually born in Cadiz. I sure was. I didn't hear what it said. Cadiz. Yep, I sure was. I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's what Janet Coleman said. Jay, are you from Trigg County?
Well, I was born in Cadiz, which is in Trigg County. That's exactly where I was born. We had a 2,400 acre farm in that area down there.
That's a nice little spread.
Yeah. Well, we had a farm. We had 2,400. We had 886 base acres, and then we leased the rest of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes most of the time was around 2,400 to 2,700, but we had leased up to 10,000 acres before.
Wow.
Yeah, but as the boys started growing, as we started growing and going out and living our own life, my dad would start leasing less land because he had less help.
Yeah. See, I think the most we ever had at one time was 1,000 acres.
Yeah.
And then, it is what it is. I mean, back in the 70s and 80s, he's got a full-time job. Plus, he's still trying to run back when I was born in the 70s, he's got a full-time job, plus running at night and in the evenings and on weekends, getting all the crops in the ground and checking the cattle and doing what we got to do. And weekends we'd be branding and cutting and dehorning and running
Yeah,
shoot. Yeah,
nutting pigs.
oh yeah, we had at one time 200 pigs on us at one time.
Oh, we raised in the thousands.
See, we wasn't that big in it. We just did it for feed and sales.
Yeah,
Just what little sales, we're small time. We're small.
yeah.
We wasn't huge.
When you got around you knew when you got around our farm.
Happy days. Hello. And Nikki B here in a little bit. If Jay jumps up, I will give you first opportunity to come up by yourself if that's what you want.
I'm just going to stay on a little while. I just wanted to tell my story.
No, and I'm not running you off by no means.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I just like to come in, and I wanted to tell everybody that story. I knew they would get a kick out of it, but that's honest to God truth. That happened. I was 24 years old when that happened. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool because not many people can tell a story like that.
That's right. And I mean, people played golf with Elvis Presley either.
Yeah.
That I know
I yesterday and played with Donald Trump. That's almost hard to believe.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, people don't realize he had a very potty mouth on a golf course.
Tell me somebody that does it.
Yeah. Yeah, but he was, you know what, he just as nice. Him and the other gentleman were just as nice as they could be to me. Because I was almost 15. I can't remember how old he is. I would say, 18 years older than me, something like that. And he just nice as he could be. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember his age when he passed.
I think he's like 94. He'd be 94, 95 now if he's still alive, I think. Something like that.
No, I don't doubt it a bit because I know I was born in 71. And what was it, 76 that he passed?
Something like that, yeah.
Yep. And so, but yeah, no, his music I grew up on. I mean, forever. I was singing some of his songs in some of my choral things at school when I was in grade school.
I liked his younger music, but I didn't like when he got into the movie type songs, the Hawaiian type.
Oh, I know it. I know. I wasn't a fan of that. I liked his real music, not
right. And I liked his later songs were really pretty. Some of his later songs are very pretty. Yeah. But I sure did.
Yep, that's pretty cool though. That is cool as hell.
88. I think that lady just typed in 88. I knew somebody. I went to comments because I knew somebody would put it in there. So I was 24. He was 14 years older than I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember when Elvis was born, but I know he was the king of rock.
Yeah. He was a truck driver before that.
He was the first king of rock there was.
Yeah. But I've got moved in and.
Well, I'm glad to see you got moved. I was wondering if you was going to do it or not.
Yeah,
talked about it a little bit.
I had my reservations about turning my house over to another person without actually selling it to them. But those people, I told you about my story about my wife. Those people were there for me when I was at one of my lowest periods of my life.
Correct.
So I had to. And they got a huge family. The lady's got her daughter's going to be, they're the ones that's actually going to be making the payments and everything. But she's got grandkids and they come over and swim. At one time I had like 30 of her one family there, swimming in the pool. And I just looked at them, at those folks, and I said, they are having the greatest time. And, some families are so close and it's the first time I've ever been around a family that close, because my family was never close. And I was just marveled at how close they were. So when they told me they really wanted my house, and they were with me at the darkest time of my life when I lost my wife, and I just had a said a prayer to God. I said, God, how can I give back to these people? And that's when I brought up to him. I said, I'll sell you my house. I told him I'd give them 6 months to come up with financing, because they've had troubles in their life financially, but they're both doing real well for themselves now. And I'm just, I'm just trying to be a good man. Okay.
That's all a person can do. Do the best you can, but yet don't get bent over along the way.
Right. I mean, I'm not bragging. I'm not rich by no means, but how can I say this without irritating anybody? I'll put it this way. I don't hurt for nothing. I'll put it that way. Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, you lived
Yeah.
your life building what you've got, and you deserve.
Oh yeah, I worked hard for everything I got. I put in a many hour for what I've what I've gotten out of life. So it's time to give back the way I see it.
Oh yeah. I need to address a few people in the chat real quick. Kaiser Sose, Devil Dog, welcome back. Janet Coleman, I think I caught earlier, but I'm going to say it anyway. And Becky Justice. It's good to see all y'all in here. I mean, I love it. It's good to see people come around. And like I said, D Dog, I can put the link out if you want to come up. And yes, Elvis's country music was awesome. I did like it.
I did too.
That was some of the first stuff he come up with. That and the gospel music. I remember when he was doing that. And
I got I got one bias is I dip tobacco, but I always turn my camera off when I'm putting it in my.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah, I remember you saying that. That's all good. That's all good.
Okay, hey, that's the only vice I have in this world.
I smoke, and occasionally I'll drink some beer. I've been trying to cut back and drink, a few more.
I can't remember last time. I used to drink pretty heavy, but I can't remember last time I had a drink.
Yeah.
I have nothing against it though,
Well, and it's one of those deals, we all everybody's got their own demons in their own closets. They're all got their own thing they're fighting. Why in the hell blame somebody else or judge somebody else? I mean, that's God's job, not ours.
Okay, Shane, I'm gonna have to get off. My dog's acting up, and I'm afraid he's gonna mess in the floor. Okay. All right. Okay, nice seeing you, buddy.
Yeah, you too. Come back anytime. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the link is dropped. Cool. Carol Z, I've got a 8-track over there. I don't have any of those LPs now. My stepdad does. But I got an 8-track up there, and I can't remember which one it was. So I'd have to go look. I can do that here in a second or in a little bit. But yeah, that thing's the Stamps Quartet. Boy, howdy. That was a few days ago. What was that in the 50s? Can't remember. I can't remember. Yeah, I can convert them over. I just don't have anything to do it. I used to for the cassettes, but I don't for the 8-track. And I'm sure I could take it in and have it converted. But I just keep it because it's almost like in mint condition, and I don't have the case, but it's almost like in mint condition. Anyway, I was just trying to make sure. Yeah, Nikki B, mine too. My first car was a 1962 Impala. 4-door. Love that car. 327. 2-speed power glide. transmission. I mean, that thing would, and a little old lady had it. We'd bought it from her. This is back in a long time ago. And that car was 9 years older than me. And we give and it'd been garage kept. It was lime green with a white top. Original miles on it was like 30,000, 40,000. We give $900 for it. That's a lot of money. So the first thing I did, I was a punk ass kid, run out and put some real nice rims on it. Some of them back in the day rims, it was real fancy. And I thought I was a snizzle shits to the world, I had my car with some cool looking rims and 8-track player and lime green. You can pack 8 people in that car pretty comfortable and go cruising around. But I like it was a 4-door. People weren't crawling over the seats, trying to get in, trying to get out. So, yeah, it was oh, I can remember that car. My little brother said, can I use your car? I don't care. And he'd go get pulled over, and they'd have 8 people in there with a 30-pack of beer, and they'd get in trouble. And all right. The gentleman I called said he could come up tomorrow. He'll have time tomorrow. Devil Dog, you want to come up? Nikki B, yours was a 79 Ford Torino. A silver bullet. And the gas gauge was broke. Vermont. Yeah, he's got a couple hours ahead of him, doesn't he? To go up and get that, unless they're going to ship it to him. But apparently he's getting ready for a road trip, so I don't blame him. Something like that, yeah, you'd have to go see to make sure it's a true thing and not an aftermarket. I hope it's an original, which is going to be hard to find. Anyway, sorry about that. I was trying to catch up on some reading here in the chat and go back up a little bit. You had a 57 red and white Chevy. Your father bought it from you for your high school graduation. I had a 57 Chevy. Yep. And we took we stripped it down completely to nothing. And we made it a 57 Bel Air. But the only problem was mine's a 2-door post where a Bel Air was a 2-door hardtop. There was no post in between, where the front door closed. Yeah, he bought it for $300. Boy, that was nice. Nikki Beeb. Rocking out to the 8 tracks of the Hellgirls Waltz. Red had an Olds 442. Hell yeah. Red, white stripe. Nice, D-Dog. Nice. Nobody G. Another nice little car. Another nice little car. I love them old cars. Had 125,000 miles when I got it. Carol Z. Cool. Nikki B, we could have some fun, bring some tapes. 1975. Oldsmobile 414. Oh, I thought they quit them in 72. There's no boy a block down the street from me. I've known him my whole life. He's an uncle, one of my best friends since I was 8. I had 2 of them, matching set, blue with the white stripes on it. And boy, that was the car that he had it since high school. I don't know why he ever got rid of them, but sound like Liz Griswold and Nikki B. Nikki B, you might want to find out where she is because she don't stay at home very much. But she may be driving right close to your house. You might just be able to do it right there. Your dad's cousin was a manager of Chevy dealer. Cool. Wheezy, can I come too? Okay, D-Dog, there's something I didn't know. I thought it was still the 13 stars. I didn't know it was the 15 when the Star Spangled Banner was written. Huh. I'm not staying at the Motel 6. Y'all are being silly now. But hey, there's nothing wrong with a meet and greet. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Me and Liz had one. So I got to meet her, which she's awesome, and I got to meet her awesome husband too. I think I spent more time talking to her husband than I did anybody at the whole damn place. Yeah, Chris Gilbert. Yep. The good old Chevy Bel Air. You know, I can still remember this day every time I went to insure my damned old Impala, it was always under Chevelle. You know what, Carol Z? I did not. Maybe give us a little more elaboration on that. I did not hear what Tucker Carlson said about Nixon. I'm real leery of Tucker. I like him, but yet, I don't know. I can't verify some of the stuff he says and through anything I can find, but that doesn't mean he's incorrect. I mean, he's got a lot more resources than I do, and he's got people that'll help him. Yes, Liz, we do. We do need one big meet and greet again. A big one. That we do. The problem is a lot of people can't afford to travel very far, especially with right now. Yeah, we need one, and we need it to where it's set up a lot more, not structured, but more well thought out than the last one was that we had. That one kind of blew up in half the people's faces. So, you know, we lost 3 the first night. And everybody was scattered to the winds after that. So that's one of those deals where you find a KOA or something and you rent the whole damn KOA, every bit of it. And once you get it all leased, and just take the whole thing. That way, everybody's you're not stuck, but everybody's right in one place. And because I know when we went to Rapid City up there, South Dakota, some of us was in Rapid City, some of us was Keystone, some of us. I mean, we was spread all over, and trying to meet up with everybody was a pain in the butt. Nikki B, I don't know. We could meet up on. We could rent a cruise ship. Yeah, we'll have to have 1,500 plus people to rent one. Because me and another feller did look into that. Yeah, Julie, the last one we had was with Mount Rushmore. That was back coming up on 3 years ago now. Yeah, Nikki B, like I said, it would take about 1,500 people to rent the whole damn ship. And I'd actually join that one. I would actually join that one. That would be fun. I just want to make sure when I get one, I want a patio room right to the outside. So I got doors right to the outside because I am claustrophobic. I do not want to be in the hole somewhere. If I can't see outside, can't get outside, I'm not doing very well. So it keeps me out of jail. I'm claustrophobic. Don't like being pinned up. Yeah, book a balcony, something like that. Yep, that's it. Those ones go up and down the Mississippi. Some of them, yeah, some of them be a lot of fun for a lot of people because some of them are pretty exotic anymore. I mean, they got swimming pool, and they got some of them's got small casinos in them. They have all kinds of food, and they'll have any drink anybody wants. And yeah, some of them's pretty elaborate anymore. We got one over here in Oklahoma. It's on Grand Lake. It's pretty impressive too. And this lake, when I say Grand Lake, you're going to think that you're in the Baltic Sea or somewhere because this Grand Lake is huge. I mean, anybody can look it up. Grand Lake in Oklahoma. It's up there it's close to Tulsa. And it is friggin' huge. Liz, it has to have a casino. I hear you, girl. I hear you. I know why you go over to Laughlin and Bullhead City. Yeah, I'd always go to damn it, Harris. That's the one I always, when I go fly in over there. I fly into Bullhead City and we drive across the bridge and we're in Laughlin and we always stay at Harris. And I always get a patio room there too because I don't like being way up on the top. You got 2 little windows that open about an inch, and that's about it. I can't do that crap. Yeah, we might save some money if the river ain't running. Well, they don't have any expense out. All right, Nikki B, have a good evening. Lake Tahoe, 3 hours. Hell yeah. Someone said there was a pretty nice little casino over there. I don't know how true that is, but someone said there's a pretty nice little casino over there. And the winter is pretty good skiing. There's a lot of people brag about Lake Tahoe. Like I said, I've never been there. Anyway, well, I'm going to drop the link, or I'm going to ask Miss Red if she would be willing to drop the link. Okay, see, Liz, I've never been there. So I don't know. I'll ask Red if she'll drop the link. I'm going to use go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. And then if someone pops in, then we'll go from there. Hell no, who knows where this will go now? Start with a few little stories and start with end up on coins and then cars and now casinos and rivers and meetups and meet and greets. I love it. Love it. Anyway, I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll give me just a minute. Wow, D-Dog headed out already. I didn't think he was going out till tomorrow. Well, all right, Wheezy and D-Dog, both y'all, have a good one. Got a few people bailed on us, so we'll shut her down here in about 7 minutes and call it a night. I really do appreciate everybody coming in, and sorry I had to take a few days off, but it is what it is. We'll be back on track here tonight and tomorrow, and I'll be on again tomorrow at 7 o'clock, just like normal. Haven't changed my hours yet, so we're going to keep that schedule up unless something changes. Other than that, and who knows? Who knows what happens? We may throw in a surprise show here and there, so never can tell. Never can tell. Like I said, I just miss talking with a lot of great people, so thank you all very much for coming in. I was trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I don't think so. Yeah, Carol Z, where you're at, there's a lot of them, and we got a lot of Indian casinos around here. some of them you can do pretty good at. We got one up here in Kansas, and the only way they got away with it was because it's state run, basically. The owners own it, but yet the state governs it. It's Nobody G. Have a good evening. Sleep well, or whatever you're going to go do. Have fun. All right, Chris, thank you for that. I appreciate that. And like I said, y'all have a great evening. Y'all have a great evening, and I hope to see y'all back soon. Liz, I haven't ever had any much luck at a Indian casino on the slots. Now, if I sit down at tables, if they got the table games up and running, I do pretty good at them. Craps, if they've got a craps table, I do pretty good at it. Roulette, I do pretty good. But yeah, you give me slots, and I won't go to a casino that has just slots anymore. I've been to a few of those. Hey, Tracy. Yeah, we was just fixing to shut her down, girl. Here in about 4 minutes. Sorry that you jumped in so late. Everybody was starting to bail on us, so we was like, well, everybody's tired, so we'll just go ahead and shut her in, and tomorrow we're going to go at it again. Oh, you haven't been getting notification? Okay. Tracy, unsubscribe for me and resubscribe and re-hit that bell button again and hit all. And then, because sometimes that'll help. Because you're not the first person that's told me that. You're not the first person. I watched on my StreamYard tonight. I was watching on YouTube and I was watching on StreamYard. My numbers went from 70 or 80. I don't remember how high I got, but dropped down to 30. I looked over and it's still the same there. And then I looked back over here and it's right back up. Somebody's screwing with something. I don't know who it is. Yes, I will be on tomorrow, 7 o'clock Central. Yes, Tracy, I will. Fridays and Saturday, 7 o'clock Central. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 o'clock Central. I'm off Thursdays and Sundays. See, I try to keep the same time every time. So I apologize you haven't been getting notifications. Yes, Liz, that's happened to me too. They just automatically unsubscribe you from somebody. That wasn't their, it's not their choice to make. All right, I'm going to go ahead and, Nito's dropping something. Independent Mini. Okay. All right, Meemaw Patriot. Have a good evening. All right, Tracy, you're good. I'm sorry you caught us at the last. And Liz, good night. Everybody, good night. Hope everybody has a wonderful night. And we'll talk to everybody tomorrow. I hope. Y'all, good night.